Hi guys, welcome to another Helldivers video. We'll get straight in there. The DLC dropped today, unexpectedly. So we got 4 new objectives, new units, and new map scenery. So we'll get straight into looking at the objectives. Some of which may well change the way we play. And the first one being repair and fire the artillery. This is pretty different in some ways, but it's actually a little bit more straightforward than one of them. Just got to watch out for rampaging bugs. I thought I'd do it on level 12 to begin with, which is probably a dumbass idea for looking at new things on level 12, but we got it going, we got it. So the first thing you need to be doing is clicking on it and repairing it. And shooting all those little shitty bugs. And secondly, that's going to activate the artillery, which means that you can then get in there and do the second part, activate and aim the artillery. And again, shoot all the little bugs. Now the third part, you've got to go around picking up all the objects around, which is pretty straightforward if you haven't already seen it. But put them on the back. I didn't know where to put them to begin with. You see a little conveyor belt at the back there, so you just stick them on there. And there's 3 of those to pick up. First one I actually dropped at the side there. I didn't know where to put it. So go around picking all those up. Just leave that giant bug there for a few hours. I got nothing to kill him with. I wasn't really prepared for killing big bugs today. So you put the 3 on the back. That's going to take you to the next stage, which then allows you to activate the artillery, fire a few little arrowy bits, and kaboom! Cannon sounds great, by the way. Sounds like a proper cannon going off. Lovely. It's a shame you can't turn it around and point it at him. Boom! Right, next one. So we've got to perform geological survey. Now this one is pretty similar to activating the missile silos, but it's a little bit harder. So perform a geological survey. So you can see you got some oil on the ground, and I think Arrowhead must be using us to prospect for oil and get the oil for them. So that's just cheap, isn't it? I mean, they want us to get all their oil, dirty money. Yeah, right. Not on level 12, I tell you what, solo on level 12. I did it on solo level 12 to begin with, purely because I was mucking around at level 12, and I thought I'll have a look at it. And soon realised that it's very similar to the missile silo ones. So you've actually got to protect this geological survey thing in the middle here. Holy crap, it's got 5 different stages. So yeah, you've got to protect that for 5 different stages and kill everything off. So I mean, this is going to change the way that things work, because you've really got to protect this. And you'll see later on when we get one of the other objectives come up. I think they've been quite clever in thinking about this, because normally you could just use 3 static fields or a couple of static fields and maybe a Hellfire bomb to protect this. But they've added new objectives which kind of maybe make you think about what you're carrying when you're doing these. It's not so easy, not so easy. Because, I mean, you've got to kill everything off whilst you're doing it, and they're chomping away. Maybe I'll get used to this a little bit easier, but I just think it's a touch harder than the missile silos. Enter our new bug, the Impaler. Now, obviously I wasn't prepared for taking out big bugs again. But it's not as hard as the tanks and the monoliths. You can actually kill it without having super hardcore weapon. All I'm armed with is a Last 98 laser. Oh, thank you, dude. He broke my survey. But you can see he puts this big wanger out. It's like a donkey's knob at the front of his face. But you can actually shoot it with a laser, which is one good thing. You don't have to have, you know, a recoilless rifle or anything. So once he's got his big wanger out the front of his face, I'll have to nickname him Donkey Mong. You can actually shoot it. The tentacles aren't too hard to kill, you just got to watch you're not too close to them. So you can kind of get ready for him, you know when he's going to do it and get ready to run. Then shoot the front of his face. Now the last 98 laser is pretty powerful, but you can kill him with it. Okay, on to the next one. Now this was a bit of a mystery when I first started playing it. I've got to disarm this ordnance. It's kind of similar to a cyborg. Disarm unexploded ordnance. Very similar to a bit of a cyborg map. I haven't got a clue what I was doing here. You can see all these things. I thought I was going to open it and there'd be a legendary in there. I tried lasering it like a total noob. And then I looked in my backpack and there's something new in the backpack. I didn't know what it was going to be, so I thought, well, okay, well, I'll chuck it on there and see if it blows it up. And then I realised that it said supplies coming in, so... The thing about this is you've got to be careful that you don't let the... Don't let yourself get overrun or it'll take ages to do. It really will. So you get a metal detector basically and you go around scanning the floor. But I still didn't know what I was doing. So you go around scanning the floor and you get these things that pop up. And you disarm the bombs, a little ordnance underneath. And then okay. It doesn't actually tell you you've done it. Once you've done the arrows you know you've done it. And somebody came in to spoil the party. So this one took ages, so I learned what to do, and I used a different one to do it properly. What I did is I chucked a couple of static fields just up from me to protect me for a while, and just go whizzing around, metal detecting super speed. So just walk around, flip it around as quick as you can, cover an area. And you can hear the noise of it going beep, 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 and you see him come up with them. I suppose the logic of this is to go around in a circle, go one side to the other. Just got to be wary of the patrols coming around. This might be quite hard on cyborgs, really hard on cyborgs. But they are on every different planet, has the same new objectives to do. And you'll have different units on each planet as well. Sorry, different factions. So just go around whizzing in around, looking out for the particularly these things coming in. You don't want them poisoning you. Trying to dig up some Roman coins here, dude. Got to be very quick to take out these patrols as well. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, so when you've done all 5, that's your mission complete. So it's not too hard, just got to watch out for those patrols. But now on a bug planet, we've got an assassination. So this is where I was saying before, it might change the way you play. You've got to assassinate targets now. Cool. Now, I don't know if it's going to be the same target all the time, but on this time we get a brood commander. Now they are pretty hard to kill, but I made sure I took a recoilless rifle because I didn't know what it was going to be. So you could get away with not having a recoilless rifle. You could maybe use just, you know, your last 98 laser or whatever. Now, Obelisk. Now this is going to be the new Illuminate one. Can't quite figure it out myself. All it does is fires this digital kind of wall. You can't pass through, but the enemy can. It's not hard to kill. All I've got with me at the moment is a Hellfire bomb. So I'll just kind of observe it for a few seconds to see what it does. And it puts up this digital volleyball court. So if you want to have a game of volleyball with your mates when you're playing, I think that's pretty cool of them. I'm not sure really what it's doing. I have to play it a little bit more to figure out exactly how it's going to affect the game. I think in multiplayer it will affect it a lot more. And when you're solo you can just run around and go where you want. But if there's 4 players and it splits you, could screw things up a little bit. But it's not hard to kill anyway. That's a good thing. Just burn it to death. Burn! So you can see he popped him again. So I'll go around running around just trying to see how many I could find to see, you know, whether it was actually... Without I'm running after him. Come here, come here! Douche! So he calls all his mates in again. Only this time he calls in the whole clan, and the douchebag in his bubble pops as well. Now you can see that the obelisk actually kills its own units. So if it fires, it kills anything in the line of that digital path. So you just got to be careful as soon as you see it appearing, get out of the way.
Alright down there, deploying ordnance.
I quite like it now that they've changed things on the Illuminates. Maybe just a touch easier than it was before, particularly for solo runners anyway, but still it doesn't harm to have a shredded missile just to throw on the floor now and then. Boom, take that, you bomb hole. And there's also a couple of new trophies, so I don't know what that one, I'd never actually looked at it. I assume that's just killing the obelisk, but there was 2 different trophies popped up today when I was playing around. Don't worry, I didn't let him live. I can't let these live. They need to die. Miserable, nasty, burning death. Take that, poo face. Sorry, that's as violent as I get, poo face. Right, volcanic planets. You can see them because they look red. Very red. However, there are 2 different looking planet surfaces. Now you'll notice when you actually go to orbit, you can see that it looks like a very old volcanic planet. But they're 2 different planet surfaces. The first one looks like this all over. The other one you will see volcanic stuff. But enter our new beast. Now this is probably the worst thing that's ever happened in Helldivers, right? Just watch out for them. That's all I can say. Absolute bastards. Real pain in the ass. Now, I never particularly liked the cyborg planets before, and now I hate them even more. I mean, if you land on the surface next to them, what are you supposed to do about that? Cool blimey, sir. Just get ready with your pistol. They've got very light armour. They are easy to kill, but they take you down pretty quick. So I thought I'd come and have a look at this geological survey again because I wanted to show you, in full how hard it can be, and particularly on this is only a lower level cyborg planet. I think it was about 6 or 7, can't remember. So I thought I'd come and have a look at this whilst I was doing this. Now the pooches sometimes are a little bit slower, so you can get away with it. They don't always run, they're not like mad nutters, but you can see they're kamikazes as well. Keep on watching the Tesla tower. Those dogs are kamikaze pilots. Crazy. They just jump at it. Look, they're flipping nuts. They stop at nothing. Nothing. You can see, look, and they're just jumping at it and shredding themselves. Bonkers. But I dare say, I think this is probably going to be one of the hardest things in the game now. I know the missile silos were already pretty hard on, particularly the higher levels, but on the cyborg planets, bloody hell, it's going to be very hard.
Defensive equipment inbound.
So it does take 5 stages, takes a bit of time, so you've got to make sure you've got things to defend you. A little bit of firepower. You see sometimes the dogs are a little bit slower, which is a damn good thing, otherwise you'd be dead every 5 seconds. Almost misdirected that one. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, it kind of took me by surprise today when I turned on and realised that there was an update. Didn't realise it was coming today. They could have said something. But there we go. So I thought I'd just muck around in it all day and see what was new. Get a good feel for it before I uploaded the video. So that's complete. Now, look at the dogs at the top. Even though it's complete, they're still going for it. Dumbass dogs. So anyway, this is the one side of the volcanic planet surface. It's you can see it's kind of like a formed volcanic surface. Maybe kind of similar to Icelandic or something, you know. Nice though. Now here's the slow poochies, the nice slow poochies. And here's some more nice slow poochies. I like the sounds they make as well. I think really good sound effects in the new DLC bits. And some dancing poochies. The laser's not the greatest things against the cyborgs. I mean, this is just the normal standard laser. Ooh! Oh, nearly had me then. Don't slap the doggy. And this is the other volcanic surface. And yeah. Nasty poochies. So you can see here it's a really, really cool graphically looking planet surface now. Probably, you know, nicest by a long way. It's really, really cool. So that's it's nice to have a new planet to play on. Definitely looks pretty good. I've had quite a few minutes. You can see I've also changed to the shotgun. And I still dive every time I go to reload it. Thanks, Arrowhead. Every game in the world has square to reload a button. You have dive. Why? Why? And yeah, watch out for the lava. Basically the screen starts to tremble, rumble a little bit just before the lava spurts out. So you can see here, just as I walk towards it, just starts rumbling. So as soon as it starts rumbling, get ready to leg it. It doesn't burn them so bad though. Hey tank, what's going down? I think I was a bit slow today. I looked at him and thought, hang on a minute. And then realised he was going to shoot my face in. So take a piece of this noob. Oh, you gotta love the Vindicator bombs. Ooh, great fun. So you can see here, it's really, really cool planet surface. What's that lava though? Like without a shotgun, I mean, or even with a shotgun, those dogs, you've got to be so careful. They come at you real quick. Especially if they're the jumping poochies. The kamikaze dogs. They come at you real quick. So you've got to be on your toes. I was just having a little walk around, looking at the new planet, and dying very quickly. See my shotgun? Douche! Have a piece of that. Ah, dog. Oh. Yeah, the shotgun works really, really well against him. So I may well be carrying that on cyborg planets from now. So you can see the displacement field kicking in there. Sometimes it works so well. Really saves your ass.
Defensive equipment inbound.
I was just sitting there admiring the view, and yeah, boosh. So you can see how well the shotgun works against the new Poochie Pooch. And always fun having a game with tanks, playing chicken, Vindicator Bomb Chicken. It's brilliant. Anyways, hope you enjoy that, and I'll see you again soon with more level 12s. Cheers guys, bye.